The problem with that is that you usually need the mana when they're in lane. They see you potting up and they're just going to hit you once. It doesn't matter if they take 1 or 2 or even 3 hits for it. They hit you once, that's 50 gold gone for nothing and you still don't have any mana. Going to talk about roaming now. Roaming from the offensive lane is really important. You should be looking for opportunities when you can afford to go out of lane. In this case, there was no one in the lane. I was the only one in the lane. So rather than just farm, I decided I'm going to go and help out mid. As you can see in the mid lane, Puppet just got initiated by Wretched and he is barely going to escape. I see that Wretched is really low and I go in for a gank. I miss the stun again because again I'm absolutely horrible, but I do end up getting the kill and that was quite an easy kill to get. After you roam, it's not vital that you go back to your lane straight away unless your lane partner is having a lot of trouble 1 versus 2. Here the middle lane is free, so there's no problems with me just going in and getting a couple last hits, getting some solo experience and allowing Slither to get some solo experience as well. It'll help out a lot more in the end if we've got a 1 level advantage on them than compared to the Fade getting, say, 30 seconds of free farm or even, you know, a minute and a half of free farm. I see the rune spawn up here because again I have this ward and I say, okay, that's a great rune to gank with. I'm going to grab that rune and I'm going to ping up here and to let my buddy know that I'm ready to gank. My buddy is in the lane, he's doing quite well, he's not getting too many last hits but he's not doing too badly, and now he knows I'm in position so he's going to start playing up further up the creep wave. I catch this Fade out, I get a stun, and I'm pretty sure I get this kill pretty much by myself. But my friend is still there to help, and as a result we get a great initiation on this Demented Shaman, we get the slow and we get the kill. Unfortunately I die here. The reason why I died is my next point. Towers and positioning. Positioning yourself in a gank is quite important. If you position yourself well, you will not get counter killed. They will not get the 1-for-1 exchange. In that case, I positioned myself badly. There was a couple of free hits, at least 2 hits I could have gotten outside of the tower's range. If I got those hits, that's 2 less hits that the tower could have gotten on me, and I would have easily made it out with my life. Right now, what I'm doing, I know it looks like I'm just sitting here doing nothing, but I was actually looking here, looking if there was anyone I could gank in the mid lane, looking down here and seeing if there was anyone I could gank in the bottom lane. If there were any opportunities up, I would have TP'd to one of those lanes. As a result of me not seeing any opportunity, I go back to my lane. Again, I missed the stun, could have easily gotten that kill, but unfortunately I don't because, again, I'm horrible. But that's no matter because at the moment we are winning this lane. Wretched comes in to gank. The reason why Wretched managed to get us here, the reason why he had successfully killed one of us and is probably going to kill another, is because this ward went down. You can see right now it's 8 minutes in and we don't have another ward here. This is a mistake on our part. It's up to the offensive lane at least for the first 12 to 15 minutes to get the wards. Unless the bottom lane is getting a lot of trouble, unless the defensive lane is getting a lot of trouble from mid lane ganks, they do not need wards because they're pretty much going to be pulling to keep the creeps at their tower and they're not going to be in a position where they can be easily ganked by the enemy heroes. So keep the wards up and you should be fine. Don't keep the wards up and you're likely to get ganked. We both die here, which is pretty bad, but we're still confident that we're winning the lane. We'll just wait for us to respawn. I'm going to speed it up to 4 times until we respawn. I don't have enough gold for a TP, so I'm just walking back. I just bought my boots, I just bought my bottle a little while ago. And yeah, I didn't have enough gold. My Slither teammate did, however, so he was able to TP back. Actually, I might go over that. TPs. TPs are so much more important in the offensive lane than they are in the defensive lane, or even the mid lane. When you're in the offensive lane, your main jobs are harass, keep the carry down, and counter gank. Counter ganking is reliant on TPs. If your teammates down bottom get initiated on just here, you TP in, more than likely you're going to get a kill, because you're going to counter initiate and you're going to be able to smash them 3v2, or even 4v2 if both of you TP down. So yeah, remember to keep TPs on you. Nobody is around in our lane, so we're going to go into the jungle and see what's up. Slither puts some wards down. We see this creep coming, so we can deduce that they just creep pulled, and I see the Demented Shaman there, but Slither, my teammate, tells me, okay, let's go on the Fade. The Fade isn't level 6 yet, he won't have his invis, let's kill him. I don't stun here because I don't need to, and also, if you saw the positions, I'll go back. See the position right here. He can walk up or down, so wherever I try to stun, there's only going to be a 50-50 chance that I'm actually going to hit it, or that he'll juke it out. It's much better just to auto attack him down. He doesn't have that much HP right now. He's got 682 max HP and he's about half HP, so he's got a bit over 300 health points. With that, we can easily just hit him down and then nuke him. Don't overkill. Overkilling is not ever a good idea, because if you do, you're just wasting mana in the lane. That's mana that you could use to counter gank, to TP into another lane, to do a lot of things. We see Puppet coming up here. We know he's going to cut off the Demented, so that's a fine time to go in and to try and get another gank off by diving the tower. Diving the tower there was fine because our creeps were at the tower. The creeps being at the tower means that if we don't click on an enemy hero, the tower will not attack us. And as we were going way past the tower, we were going to be out of the tower's range for a fair amount of the time. We're running away here because Wretched Hag has a level advantage on us, and we don't know if he's got his ult up or anything like that. We're also both had